Alrighty, today we've got a Sun Wukong solo game. I'm laning against what probably is a Yorm. Um, I'm gonna try to, be posting some videos and stuff coming up to SMITE 2 when that next open alpha thing comes out, and also, of course, when the beta comes around. So, yeah, this is kind of my practice of that, and trying to get over to it. But again, we're playing Wukong. Could be into a Yorm, could be into a Lance. I think we'll just have to see. I'm assuming it's gonna be a Lance. Should be a really, really easy lane for this build. We're gonna go Bluestone Soul Eater, Jotun's Cloak, Void Shield into a Pestilence, most likely. I could change that, so I'm not going to commit to it all the way, but something along those lines is probably what we will be building, and yeah. Really like with Wukong, he's one of the top picks right now. You just want to make sure you get some damage on him, and you're going to feel really, really effective. Definitely has very good lanes, really good buff secure, and just lane pressure and clear. So there really isn't like any kind of lane to be losing. If you want to pick characters that are good into Wukong, again, it's limited, but and we are against Lancelot, you'd want to play like, Bellona, Osiris, just the good characters already. We're gonna just dash on him. Again, we have our passive here, so we are really strong. I'm okay with taking like semi-poor trades just because we have more sustain than he does. Gonna pop my shard here. Just wait a little bit. He's gonna go on us, that's totally fine. Just stun him, and he's dead. So we popped our shard because he did too. That means, like, obviously we're gonna get going on. He has a little bit more power than us, like, per average, just because of his build, but we do have our passive and stuff, so really isn't too bad there. And we're already in a commanding spot. When we get our, passive up, that extra power and prods, and us just being a warrior, makes that really easy. If he goes on us here, we definitely go on him again. We're just gonna wait for him to dash forward again. Seems like he used it already. So we're just going to keep on autoing, and then we want to use our 1 when he's out of auto range, and we'll get him one more time. So yeah, really, really important, when you're playing a character that has ranged abilities, right, which every character does to some extent, if you're in a trading situation, it's oftentimes a little bit better just to, save your ability actually for when they're out of your auto attack range. Because if I'm autoing there and then I'm canceling my autos to use my 1, well, he's just going to get out, right? So, you have to kind of like factor that in when you're trading in the laning phase, and we were able to, and it worked out pretty good for us. So, again, we can just kind of continue this thing. Playing for poke on him is always going to be really, really good, so we'll just kind of continue to. He's already half health again. I'm going to actually back up here and not like full clear the wave right away, because I want him to kind of be in this uncomfortable spot. I'm not really freezing here, but I'm just making sure that he needs to walk up so I can continue to kind of hit him. His blue's coming up kind of soon. If we don't get this blue, that's like totally fine. It's definitely something like I want to pressure, but if we don't, again, no biggie. I'm just gonna continue to hit him. Get the tiger off, back up a little bit. That's okay. I kind of messed that up. I could have just like killed him. All good though. We're gonna reset here. We get a full soul eater. And most importantly, we forced him out low. So even though we don't get a third kill, which, honestly was a bit of a misplay thing by him, the very fact that we're, like, getting him low and not dying when he doesn't have TP is really beneficial for us. I can actually just freeze this lane here, come over to this blue buff, and Lance, with how low he is, this guy gets a really good secure, can't walk up, right? So we can just kind of hold this. We don't have like a perfect freeze here. I think there's some RNG, but the point is, as long as we like keep this tension, he's just in a bad spot. So I can just like hit him here, kind of make him feel, again, pressured. The freeze, for whatever reason, like really didn't work with the minions, but that's okay. Our Suki souls are blue, that's fine. I don't mind him doing that ever. Because, I don't want him to wait for us. Just auto him twice here, and he dies one more time. I know I won there when I said, like maybe don't, but it was his horse in the way. So, a thing you'll find oftentimes is like you'll kind of make rules and stuff and rules of thumb, but you end up breaking them time to time. So yeah, anyways though, we've got our third. And right here, he doesn't have TP up. We can't push this wave fast enough to really make... He's going to be basically coming back to lane somewhat soon. So it's better for us to just freeze here. And so we'll just get the neutral here and we'll just sit. If I push that wave, he gets all of the XP. Now he's losing XP on 2 minions, so He would have maybe lost a little bit more gold, but even then, I'd say doubtful. Generally, like, if we can keep him from getting XP, that's a bit more important than keep him from getting a little bit of extra gold. So, you know, again, just want to continue to do damage here. We're getting ganked, that's fine. We just knock him up and run. Can trade back in here a little bit, get some more damage off. I do have my ultimate, so I'm not actually, like, afraid to take a fight. And that's fine, and he just committed a lot right there, so I'm not really worried at all. Just get him off the horse, and he's just instantly dead. I can't dash because, you know, the cripple field, but we got a 4th one on him, so already spanning pretty good. By the way, one thing you'll notice is on this video, there probably won't be a real thumbnail as opposed to the few I've had before which had real thumbnails. That's because genuinely, I don't know how to do thumbnails. I have a friend of mine do them sometimes, but I feel kind of bad for, like, always asking him. And I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I know that's super important. But if you guys know anybody who can do SMITE thumbnails or who does SMITE thumbnails, please let me know. Because, you know, obviously I know it's important. You know, I don't want the presentation to look like crap, and this one will. But, you know, nonetheless, I appreciate everybody watching and stuff. But, yeah, that's definitely an important thing, because I don't know what the hell to do there. He's going to go do his blue right now. Again, we just want to kind of, like, keep the tension, get the neutrals and all that stuff. We already have a 1500 lead, so just kind of continuing to do what we're doing is going to feel really, really good. And I actually want to, like, avoid this minion wave a little bit, because, again, I don't want to break the freeze. He's here now, so it's no biggie. And we'll go get our blue after this silver. I'm pushing the wave there because I want to, like, get to my buff. You really do need the mana sustain. And yeah, you know, obviously this build is very, you know, damage slated. I think on a character like Wukong that nets itself really well just because you're such a safe character. Wouldn't recommend this on every pick, but, you know, something like Wukong, again, you're safe. Lanes are pretty strong and easy just because you have passive protections and power already from, you know, your passive, so you can kind of get away with a little bit more. Granted, we're also just, like, into a weak character in a lane, so, you know, that helps. But you could play this into just about everything and do pretty good. We steal that, and honestly, I can just chase him here a little bit. Do a bit of damage, nothing too crazy. That's totally fine. We'll just back up here. We're missing some minions, but he is too, so I don't really care. And we're going to get back there first, so ultimately it's definitely good for us. You know, and that's the thing when you do rush this damage is you have to be really careful, especially when you're playing a weaker character like he is. And I don't think him rushing damage is, like, a bad idea. I think it just more so is about the weakness of playing weak lane characters. Is, you know, if you do get behind in a lane like this, he really doesn't have any option. And, you know, Lance from behind, I just, you know, it's kind of screwed. Like, he doesn't have a great look later. He's going to have to probably go beads. If he goes blink, then he won't have beads, which on Lance maybe isn't the biggest deal in the world, but still isn't good. And we're just going to, like, you know, constantly go on him. Got a little lag spike there, but it's all good. My frames are super crapping out. We'll give it a second. We got him 40% though, and we're just going to kind of continue to hit him. I think he's making a bit of a mistake getting off that horse, honestly. Because, yeah, we're good to just, like, throw stuff. We can probably look for a kill here, so what I'm going to do here is try to, like, gear up our autos. Did gear it. And he's dead. I think we live. We do. Okay. It was a little bit close. I think I should have been a little bit more patient there. We still got him, though, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to reset here. I know his blue's up, but I don't want to get ganked and die. We're worth a lot. I've got TP as well, so if it's still up, we'll go for it. And if it's not, that means, you know, Wilkes would have been there, would have died anyways. We're going to go into Cloak here. Really good for stacking, you know, in a game where oftentimes I think solo laners hit each other a lot and they don't actually get a lot of value out of it. This is just a really kind of easy way to ensure we're getting something, you know, for fighting the guy in the lane. And ultimately, like, you know, when you're ahead as well, getting those extra prots, super, super valuable. But, you know, any character you could go, like, Bluestone on effectively and get Brooch stacks off, and poke off, and also, you know, characters you can go stun reacts on effectively, so think Achilles, Nike. Generally, those characters you kind of always want to go cloak on, just because, again, you have such an ease of stacking it with your abilities that there's really never a huge reason not to go it. I think when you look at, like, team comps, their comp is sometimes important, and the only way it really is you just want to look at their frontliners, so their solo support generally, and just look at the damage types they are. So if it's like a physical solo and support, maybe you don't want to go cloak just because getting those magical stacks would be tough. But you know, again, when you're playing something like Wukong, when you're playing something like Nike, Achilles, you're always gonna be able to stack super easily. So game like this, they have a Yorm support and they have a Lance solo. I mean, this is perfect. And that's realistically most games, so you don't even really have to worry about that. Got a lot of damage off on him. We'll continue to just kind of pressure this. So build-wise, he's going into a breastplate, which, you know, does make sense. I am going to push this way because I do want to, like, look for a dive here. I know it's a little bit... You know, honestly, the Scepter kind of hurts us on diving, because I really want to, like, make sure I get a good auto off. But that ended up working really well. I know I'm, like, losing health for that trade, I guess, but, again, we just have so much sustain, it doesn't really matter. It was a good ult. He is dead here, though, so it doesn't really matter, but... Oh my god, we missed. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that was a good ult, though. Alright, we're gonna reset. We get Cloak here. We can go get Jotuns now. Generally, with the Jotun spike, I don't recommend going it all the time before you get Cloak. If you're going a Cloak build, just because, again, this is like our scaling item, this is our stacking item, you kind of want to get that quickly. If you do end up going... you know, if you do end up going Jotun's Glyph before, sometimes you'll do that for like an aggressive spike, sometimes a sustained spike, so to speak, to really just be overbearing with Soul Eater. I don't think it's bad, but it just, usually I think you'll find, especially on something like Wukong, that you don't really need the sustain right away because you already have so much. That going Cloak is just a bit better. We're going to go to his blue. This is just sort of, you know, silver's up, but you want to go to contestable camps, or more contestable camps first. If we don't get this, you know, boo-boo, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, it's worth a shot, no problem. I could have been a little more patient on that, but it's all good. Took a little bit off on him there anyways. And yeah, we're going to start stacking now, obviously, so really, really valuable for us. And this whole time, obviously, silver's been up, so we were able to get that for free. So yeah, for the rest of our build, I think I do want to go Void Shield. That's kind of just like a way to give us some more power without really giving us too much power. And then last item, I think Oni's is like pretty decent. I think Heartward is okay. Pestilence is fine as well. Generally, some kind of magic defense is a good idea there. We're gonna freeze here a little bit. Oh, he actually ended up rotating. Wow, that's surprising. I don't think that's a good call. You definitely never rotate when you're that far behind. Because we're gonna come over now and, like, yeah, I don't do totem and stuff, but I think I should be able to, like, super clean up here, and the lance has gotten no value. This is kind of one of those desperation rotations, which I think in its premise doesn't seem that bad, but, like, he gets no value out of it, and now somebody's gonna die here. Most likely. They horrific'd me, so maybe not. I'm totally fine, though. Yeah, I'll just leave. That's okay. He's critting. Holy... That's lame, dude. Still have blank. Too bad. That's alright. I'm gonna just go back left again. We made him miss a wave. We're gonna make him miss another one if he doesn't have TP. We're up 3k now. So yeah, they got a mid tower. I mean, one thing also, though, to factor is, like, that farm that they're getting on the map isn't farm they're gonna get back. We still have those towers to get. So we have, like, a big lead on the map, like, sitting there, you know what I mean? And obviously, you still need to get that lead. So it's not sitting there yet, but it kind of is. You know, once we're able to get that, we're going to be ahead. Whereas they kind of expended farm just getting to that point. So that's important to consider sometimes. Okay, we got a ult. No problem. And we're able to just get a tower here super, super easily. He actually doesn't have ult, obviously, right? So Diving this is pretty easy. I'm just gonna ult him here. He was just playing for his jump there. He was, excuse me, he was playing to jump R1, but we're like in auto range, so we're just autoing him, and he's kind of just stuck. So getting a stun off there works out pretty well. I really don't know why my frames are dropping. I have like nothing up. I can double check really quick. I'm gonna double check as I'm backing if I have anything else going, because this is strange. It just happened like mid-game. Alright, we're gonna check, because this is bad. Do I? It doesn't look like it. Oh, you know what? I do have this. Okay. That should make it better. Right? I have this as well. Okay, I had Discord and YouTube open. I'm gonna say that's what the issue was. I think we're good now. I apologize for that. I know it was fine in the early game. It should be better. I don't know. My frames have been weird. If anyone has any ideas why, also let me know on that. But yeah, we're up 6 levels, so that's always 5 levels, so that's always pretty good. You know, one thing you'll notice is like I am kind of honestly getting, I don't want to say bursted, but like, you know, when you're building a build like this, you have to factor in you're not the tankiest person in the world. That's a level of risk you're gonna just have to like assume. And the trade-off is, you know, we're not a traditional frontliner, but we're effectively like an assassin type solo laner. And that's totally fine. You know, we're gonna have brooch and stuff. We're gonna do plenty of damage, and we just play for a range. Just get a stun off here. It's his beats forced. We're gonna tag this guy and just kind of wait a little bit, but still going in here is good. Again, when this guy's got crit, makes it a little more iffy feeling, but you can just kind of continue to chill out here, heal a little, and this fight still does look good. So able to get that guy. We still do have blink. Tia did just dash, so blinking on him looks pretty good. Able to get him and just back up. I am knockup immune in my 3, so using that might just be the move. I'm fine here though for now, and we can continue to fight. I'm actually gonna wrap around. This like looks good. Guy needs to be a little careful, but should be fine. And yeah, we're good. So I can just chase this guy and probably kill him as well. Nice job. There we go. Good job, guys. I'm gonna back. We're almost level 20, so I'm not actually gonna get a I'm not gonna get anything but an upgrading of this TP, which honestly I could have done earlier. Also get a chalice and a sentry, and we're gonna just get a bluestone once, you know, we're 20. So we spent a little bit of gold there, but we'll have 1500 by the time we're 20, give or take. So that's a-okay. So yeah, for our last item in our build, we got a couple of opportunities and like ideas here we could go. Because this Izanami is kind of a bit of an issue with crit, we could go a Spectral. That does make us really physical defense slated, you know, which can be an issue. I don't actually think it's always an issue. You can kind of play your spots on Wukong and like sort of focus out on somebody and be pretty damage evasive just with how like slippery you are with your kit. So if we did end up going a Spectral, I don't think it's actually bad. We could go a Stone of Binding here or an Archdruids as well to kind of cheat a little bit and get protections of both. Or we could go a dedicated magical defense item. You know, I think generally speaking, you know, just because this Tsunami is crit and like we can kind of cheat the magical defense a little bit just because of how evasive we are. Again, this is more of a Wukong thing. If I'm playing Kukulkan or something, number one, I'm not building this build, but I don't have that same level of evasiveness, right? So, you know, this is more of a Wukong, Thor, potentially, you know, think of like just more kind of in and out solo laners, even Chalk to some extent because of his mitigations, those kinds of picks. But yeah, we can go, I think we're going to go a physical defense item or a binding here. Archers is good, but I don't want to play that committal most of the time with Brooch. I just want to kind of like poke. So just like going in to get auto attacks is like going to be inconsistent. So I don't want to build an item that's basically centering a passive around inconsistency for me. I'd rather just kind of do what I'm doing now. Should have stunned him earlier, but that's okay. So yeah, I think we'll just go... We should do gold. I think we'll just go binding here. I feel a little weird just going like straight spectral, so I don't think I'll do that, but binding's, you know, a really happy medium. And also I think it'll get us... Well, actually, never mind. It won't do anything else, but binding, you know, again, just health prots should be good. They're going to be on pyro here. I can just like look for a little steal, but nothing too crazy. It's already down, that's fine. Again, we're still stacking cloaks, so kind of any opportunity for that we can get, we'll take. They know we're here, so just back up a little bit. Oh, he's there. Huh. That's fine. We'll just blink out. You know, that was a good play. I'll give him that. We got his beads there too, so we're chilling. That was a good play by them. Did not expect that, but we got out. We got a beads there for free. Not for free, for a beads, or for a blink, but that's fine. We'll go into binding here, like we mentioned. They're going to take a fight because they think we're like out of it, but we do have TP. We're going to pop a 500 pot here for a bit of a power spike. I do tend to recommend doing this if you have like some kind of a lead and stuff. In like a price point kind of moment in the game where, you know, things are starting to heat up. In terms of like pulling objectives, Fire Giant, we feel super ahead, and we are. So it feels like we should do it, but we have a 4K lead on our team, and that's exclusively on us. I'm sure some people are a little bit ahead and behind, sprinkled around our roster. But the point really to make is that, you know, in doing an objective, you kind of have to look at your backliners. Number one, the Morgan is a pretty poor DPS character for objectives, so we're a bit limited there, but generally you want your backliners to have starters for fire, so we're not at that point yet. And I think as a result, we're probably a little bit stifled. But I'm going to rotate over. Hopefully I can, like, help this guy or get a kill. We'll see. Get the double slow off. I'm going to ult here. I really missed that. Oh, that is so sad. I'm dead as hell. Damn, I'm actually so shocked I missed that. Okay, well, that's unlucky. I think this fight's still good. Damn, we got BM2, heartbreaking. Yeah, this fight's definitely still good. I'm shocked I missed that. I guess he just like pat down. He did, but I'm surprised he got out of that. Still a 3-for-1, obviously like a good trade. We should definitely just like head over to fire. Just because we have pigs now. But I might not be looking for it, so we'll see. That ultimately though just came down to me not like hitting my 3, because if I just 2 and kill Wheelix and I dash out, like we're out, or if I just hit him with the 3, he dies, then I can use my 2 for the Izanami, we also live, so just was a little bit unlucky there, but it happens. You know, ideally I'm not playing that committal in most fights, but I just kind of like needed to get the ball rolling there a little bit. Go into binding here again, so we're almost there. And I'll look at this Yorm a little bit again. I'm not ever killing him, but if I can just get these stacks, I'm feeling pretty happy with that. Kind of owns me though, I will say. We want to switch over to the yellow mask here, just so we get some pen and stuff. Don't have too much of that. We're gonna rotate over now. Again, we still need some more cloak stacks, so kind of any amount of that we can get, I think is gonna be pretty good. We'll move this to full screen in case that helps. Whoops. Oh no, they're getting owned over there. Okay, this is like still okay. This guy's really making it annoying for us. I think as expected. Get a little knock up on him. He does take a bit of damage, and we can just like blink over. This guy doesn't have dash for a little bit, so he's got Aegis though. No way. Oh man, he's got everything. That's too bad. Alright, we'll just back up. Or not back up, we'll just die. I guess our team will back up. Alright, these dives are not going as well as I planned for them to. I feel like our lines of sight are kind of like skewed there. Like we're getting hit way too much before we're actually like initiating, and I think that's probably messing it up, so I'll just have to shift it a little bit. It's all good. I'm getting crits so much. I mean, I want to go spectral kind of, but I'm already committed to this at this point. It's just brutal. No worries though. Alrighty. So we've got binding now. We just need 6 more stacks for cloak. We're gonna feel a really big like protection spike with that, and I think that'll make the game a lot easier, honestly. But yeah, right now it's just a little awkward because it's sort of like Fed solo against Fed ADC, and that rule's a little bit better than ours, unfortunately. So you know, not always the easiest thing to play into. I can just like push out left here a little bit, maybe. No, probably not. I have no idea why Rama's not here, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna get super chased. I mean, I'm always fine, but just dash out here. I don't know. I mean, this guy's looking for a split push, but like, that's not really that good. On the bright side, though, they haven't backed yet, so you know what? I guess we're just gonna get a Phoenix. I really don't know why Lance stayed. He could have just reset. I won't complain about it, though. We're gonna stop backs here. I don't know how I got knocked up there, but I didn't get pulled. Just get a little knock up there. I think we forced the beads. Oh, I didn't get my ults off in time. I did. Okay, we're good. We just leave now. Alright, really there again. I was just trying to be like disrupting. I kind of bit a little bit more off than I wanted to, but that's still okay. We're gonna TP to this little back crevice again. We don't have ult, we don't have blink, so we have to be mindful of our limitations here, but you know, they are fairly low. If I get a one off on this guy, I think he does just die. He does. So yeah, ended up working out pretty okay. You know, obviously if you play scrappy and stuff and you're able to get damage off and you do just have TP, it is really good. We did play that again a little riskily. I didn't really expect to take as much damage as I did. I think that only felt super sketchy just because we did get crit like an excess amount of times there, and we got knocked up kind of at a really bad spot like before my ult went off, so that's what made it bad. But you know, again, if that gets played a little bit smoother by us, I don't think that's risky at all. I'm gonna have to play a bit of a zone here. I should have just helped them with it, but they got it, so it's okay. This guy actually ended up dashing, which I think we can just clean up. Yep. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna just run up out of here. And I should be totally okay. I'm gonna play to help him a little bit, but I think he's fine. Yeah, he's alright. Good job. Nice job, dude. We've got fire on 4. Feeling pretty okay with that. We're gonna TP. This guy can never kill me, so there's no reason to worry about him. I can just TP like top right. I don't want to TP on top of Daisy because he's just gonna know I'm there, but Izanami doesn't have Aegis right now, so if we do get like a fire blink over on him with the stun, I think he actually is in some trouble. Don't see him right now. I think he did back up. Oh, no, he did not back up at all. Alright, we'll like continue to look here a little bit. Alright, really really good. Really important there, we want to use our range. So I have my autos off, no reason to use my 2 until the stun's ending, and I can kind of get that fadeaway damage, and the same idea with the 1. That was the same thing I was mentioning in the lane. Sometimes it's just better to auto attack and stuff. So we're able to pull that off. Able to get some really good damage off. We can just blink, force some blinks out, I mean, and we're good to go. Oh, we got our dash caught. Okay, that's heartbreaking. What caught my dash there? I actually don't know. I have no idea what caught my dash. I guess that was... I'm not sure what. To be totally honest. Huh. Because I 3'd, and I'm knock-up immune in that. Did I get Feather Step there? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that was just like BS there, not gonna lie. Unless I got Feather Stepped. I might have just gotten Feather Stepped. It is what it is, but... It looked like the Lance 2 canceled it, which can't, so... I don't know, but... We're almost at our 3k. I feel like our team was kind of slow to play the game there. They could have definitely like gotten something else, but it's alright. We got a tier 2, I guess. Rama is completely dead. Definitely not in the best lobby here, but it's alright. We're gonna get a 500 pot. Just word up around fire, and I think we'll just have to replay for that. Okay, we got our cloak stack now. Again, like, taking a fight here isn't the best idea in the world, but if I can get a little bit of sign, you know, it's okay. This looks actually decent. Did get his V's there. I'm gonna just ult this. It's fine. Zero might just be dead. Felix is definitely dead. Okay. I mean, that worked out. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I feel like we can just... Oh, okay, this guy... What the hell? That should not be happening. Can we just, like, push mid? Like, we definitely should be able to. I know our Mori's one-shot, but... At 3v2 with, like, a Rama... Yeah, I mean, this should be a free Phoenix. Tiamat has no beads. We should go right. We don't have a wave anyways, but, like, yeah, we should go right. Again, I have ult here, too. I mean, this really should be easy. Okay, let's not get, like, owned. I got owned. Rama's just not here. Again, so I'm just gonna go on the Tia, and, like, I don't think this land should be a big issue for them. That's, though, why, like, it's so important to just path uniformly, because imagine if Rama was just there earlier. Like, we do just get that already. Yeah, so we don't even get it at all. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, whatever. Let's just get out. I'm gonna reset. I don't know. I mean, that call was really good. It just, like, he didn't walk over. Okay, we get a 3k damage pot here. Get a sentry. Still red here. They're gonna go for fire. This one is enhanced, so obviously it's really important we make an effort to defend this. They do have one sentry on their Izzy. I'm gonna place this like all the way back, and hopefully they don't get vision on it. They do. That's alright. Actually, they might not. I don't know. Again, we need a play to defend this. I don't want to get picked either, so kind of any damage we can get just to like force them to be a little bit hesitant, which already so far they've been a little hesitant, which I'm honestly surprised that they really should just be pulling this, but I mean, I'll take it. They already have 2 bombs, they now have a 3rd. They're just not. Again, they should be pulling this, but they've been slow on it. So they're gonna pull it now. Just continue to get little bits of damage where we can, like safely. Back up here again as they are looking for us. As long as we are playing safe, like, it's not the end of the world. They're not really committing to this, which is really good. They're committing to us, which, again, I do just think is, like, a mistake. I feel like they could have gotten that. Now it's a little too late. Dude, I got knocked up again there out of my thing. Oh, that is such a scam. There's no way. I got knocked up again out of my 3. Okay. So, I mean, that's what happened earlier. Nice job. Yeah, this is still like a kind of losing fight, maybe. And I know I used my 3 because I made the sound. I don't know. That's like so stupid. Too bad, dude. I mean, listen, I can't really account for the game not working, so we'll it is what it is. Suki did a really good job, though. We don't like lose fire, so and he owned. Good job. We'll just TP over and defend. Ends up being a wash. That should have been like the end of the game, though, because again, if we get our ults off and like we just get our dash off earlier, again, we do just win that fight in the game, but is what it is. I'm gonna TP on fire. Actually, I won't. I'll just walk over. Just back up here. Okay, putting that sentry there was pretty stupid. That's alright. This guy, I think, just gets a pick, so that's pretty awesome. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna just clear out mid here, and we really should just do fire. Dude, what is he doing here? What the hell? Dude, where is this Rama? No way. I mean, he's TPing now, but like, he should... I don't know. That's crazy. Got his bees there. We're gonna just back up. Dude, this Rama is stinky. With all due respect, of course. This crit shit is crazy, too. Okay, we did end up getting fire. We were able to just, like, zone 1, and honestly, that should be enough. Always, so... Pretty nice there. Too bad. I jumped, dude. If I didn't jump, he would have died. Sorry, we wasted our blink. So Wheelix is blinked there too. Any like poke I can get like preliminarily is gonna be really valuable. So you know, we'll kind of play for that. We do have EFG, so I kind of do want to actually split. I'm not afraid of this Lance. If Izzy matches me, honestly, would be super annoying and would be like a big problem. But if anyone else matches me, I can just kind of poke them, and I don't think they can really deal with it. Because I can just get mid. I don't know why this guy's pinging me. Okay, they got left. Took a lot of damage because their whole team came over, but it's kind of what you expect, right? We just have to heal here. We can still push. They are not listening. Okay, they are. Ram is not listening. Woohoo. Dude, if we just go right, we literally get it for free. This is so crazy. Like, they could have just went right the whole time. Oh my gosh, man. I hate these guys. You have to be... No way. Okay, just no way. Unbelievable. They're still gonna win the fight because we're just so far ahead, but that is just so criminal. Dear God. I'm not even happy that we won that fight. I wish we lost it. Whatever. Okay. Well, you know what? A win is a win. I guess that's cool. Dude, they really committed to doing gold there too? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, that's just such bad smite. Again, the whole point there is, like, if... You know, I didn't want to force that fight, honestly, as hard as it ended up being forced, but, like, if they're just honest like that and we're on right, we get right for free, there's nobody there. You know, we get mid for free as well, probably, but at least right, and if I die, I don't care. Again, that's fine. Like, I ended up just committing for it because we kind of had to, but we were missing two people. So, moral of the story, you kind of follow calls. That should help, but, you know, that's a win. So we'll keep it moving, but we dropped a 60k bomb, so it felt pretty good. I'm gonna thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna just queue another one, record another video now, but yeah, I appreciate it. See you guys around sometime soon. Peace, peace. Let me know, by the way, also, any other characters you want me to see me play, you know, any of that. I'll continue to be kind of posting character stuff, so yeah, it should be fun. Alrighty, there we go. So yeah.